I'm Elvis.
Today we're doing a little discussion on the episode of Steven Universe named The Trial.
This is one of the most interesting shows I have ever seen.
This is one of my favorites.
Now, a little bit about me. I am studying criminal justice, alright? And watching this show, this one episode, it's really interesting to me because this is not how, you would actually go about in a real trial. Alright, so let me break this down for you in the beginning because this is like a process, alright? So in the beginning, you see Steven in like a little blank room, that kind of thing. That is, I would guess, for the home world diamond world judicial system, that will be considered a holding cell to hold prisoners, right? So, the Moonstone that comes in, I'm guessing she's a Moonstone, I'm going to say she's a Moonstone anyway, because that's what I hear. She's considered Steven's defense attorney, alright? Now, when she came in, she did not look ready to go. She did not look like she was she was not thinking on how to defend Steven, because Steven is a war criminal, is considered a war criminal by the homeworld, right? So, next thing you know, you're going to the courtroom, and you got the Pearl say, all rise, they'll be considered the bailiffs. Now, Yellow Diamond's Pearl, she is what is known as a court reporter. She's reporting everything that's being said in the room. And Blue Diamond's Pearl, she is considered as the court clerk, who presents the evidence, who draws out the courtroom and what's going on. How you see the art paintings of the court proceedings on the news, that kind of thing. She's like that, or presents evidence and all that kind of stuff. Now, with the opening statements for the prosecutor, we're just going to call it prosecutor, right? Who was the Green Moonstone. The prosecutor, she came out with a good opening statement, alright? But, what I really did not like what she did was, she presented evidence in her opening statement. You really should not do that. You're just, opening, what's this, case about? And, she says, Rose Quartz committed a crime, and she's guilty, that kind of thing. You gotta state the facts. Why there? The who, what, when, how, and why. Alright? She not really did a good job at that. She's just basically, she's guilty, there's an easy case closed, case shut case. This is more than that. So, it's more like you want to try to get the get the defense, Steven, what are you charging with? Which is the killing of a diamond, a monarch. So, ultimately, he's on capital punishment. He's being tried on the death penalty. Now, another thing that really shocked me was the opening statement for the defense attorney. She had no idea what she was doing whatsoever. She did not understand or know how she was going to defend Steven or even possibly get him off. So, and also not keeping Steven quiet because he wanted to self-incriminate himself, which self-incriminate is basically admit that you're guilty. Which she was trying not to do that because that's a fast way to getting yourself marked guilty, being handed the guilty punishment. So, another thing too is, Sandrick, you might have caught this with Blue Diamond, was that when he was describing the fake fight that he thinks that he knows, is that he said he used a breaking point. Now, remember this back when we met Bismuth. Bismuth said that he did not want Rose did not want to use the breaking point, so that's why Rose bubbled Bismuth. But it's interesting how Steven brought that up, because that's the only thing he could probably see shattering a diamond. Now, if you saw on the record that Blue Diamond said that it was a sword that shattered Pink Diamond. But we all know what the sword she was talking about was Rose's sword. But another thing is, Bismuth stated in her episode that she specifically designed Rose's sword to destroy the physical form of a gem, but never pierce the actual gem. So, with that being said, maybe that Pink Diamond might be still around. Now, back to the trial. So, another thing that I noticed was, in the second half, after the recess, that we start to have a breaking point with the defense. We actually learned something on what possibly could have gone down. So, she came out and started asking questions like, how did Rose was a recognized threat for 700 years? Now, with that being said, how could Rose possibly get so close to a monarch like that. Like, you would know that she would be heavily guarded by a whole army, alright? So how did she get so close?
And have so many witnesses at the same time.
No, not even that. Like, she said that they saw it, but they did not actually see what went down. What happened? Like, where was the Agus, where the pearls? People saw her get so close, like they actually saw the blow, but they did not see like how she got so close. Notice
they never described the events leading up to it.
Exactly. Now, someone with the amount of authority to get people so close, like Rose gets so close, someone with a supreme authority would have had to be involved. Someone like what the defense said, one of the diamonds. And with that being said, Yellow Diamond looked guilty. Because
Blue Diamond the entire time was the only person asking questions, pushing the trial, all of that. Yellow Diamond's always been, at this point, Yellow Diamond has entirely been pushing the trial away. Oh, look, let's smash his gem. He's disguised. And it looks ugly. That's enough right there, right?
Yeah, and also she keeps pushing to get rid of him, to destroy him. Like, why would you not want to find out what happened?
She was the most surprised looking in the room when he admitted that he was guilty. She was surprised, I think that was because she didn't expect him to do anything but put up a fight.
But another thing is that Blue Diamond wanted to know how he did it. But even then, she kind of was disappointed when he said he used a breaking point, even though she knows it was a sword. So
she could take that one of two ways. Either he doesn't remember because it wasn't important to him, or he doesn't know because it wasn't him.
Yeah, because then that draws the questions. Because it doesn't make sense what the defense said. None of it makes sense.
It's not enough closure for Blue Diamond. Blue Diamond was very upset about that.
Yeah. So I'm pretty much thinking that Yellow Diamond did it. Yellow Diamond probably had something to do with Pink Diamond's death.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I agree with that. I would mostly agree with that because of the way that Yellow Diamond was reacting and the way that she was acting this entire time. I also feel like her attitude is extremely violent, but that doesn't make her a bad diamond. It just makes she's just a very violent person.
Makes her seem suspicious, though.
We all know her angry face.
Now, another thing is, what's really noble about Steven was, when he took the stand, was that it was me, I acted alone, leave the earth and my friends alone. That's what I would call jumping on the grenade. Now, Sandra, do you know what the phrase is jumping on the grenade means?
I can figure it out by context clues.
It's kind of like sacrificing yourself. Put it, like, for someone else. So, say, for instance, you're, you and all your friends are in danger, right? But you would be the person that would take the fall. You would step in front.
I put myself in front of the danger and everybody else behind it.
Just to save your friends.
Yeah.
So, that is what I call jumping on the
That's not something
grenade.
you'd expect from a criminal.
No.
You don't usually see criminals being like, oh, look, I'm a murderer.
Yeah.
Help me go to jail.
I didn't act alone. Now you would say, like, I would say, yeah, my organization did it. But he said, me. I did it. I shattered Pink Diamond.
And the biggest surprise was on Yellow Diamond's face. I find that really funny. I mean, obviously, his defendant was shocked, but that just makes sense. Yellow Diamond should have been less. She seems less involved than Blue Diamond. In fact, she was already convinced. Why is suddenly she's surprised?
Yeah.
She was already very convinced.
So, this is the trial, and this is our thoughts and what we think that might have happened, and all, like, the background text. So, catch up on us on our next video.
Thank you for joining us with this one.
This is Mediaverse. I'm Elvis.
I'm Xantry.
And thank you for tuning in to us. Make sure you hit like, share, and subscribe, and hope you hear from us soon. Alright.